What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tell It How It Is, No Filter. I am your host, Voice of Reason, aka How You Stop 'Em, aka Unstoppable Hush, aka No Noise. And this is episode 158. It's a lot going on, huh? Yeah, I took a week off. I apologize. That's so not like me. The grind is real. Sometimes I gotta step away for a sec because you gotta have more than one hustle. I love talking to y'all every week, but sometimes, I gotta handle other business, You gotta keep it flowing like that to really be successful. You can't really rely on one path. You can be very good at that one path, but you still need, you might need a couple things in motion to, really get your flowers. So that's what I do, so sometimes I have to attend to other things. Other than that, I'm here, I'm back, I'm good. I hope everybody listening and watching is good as well. Absolutely. So, oh man, the one thing about taking off, it feels like it's been way longer than that. First I want to say, I pray, this war with Ukraine and Russia and all the politics involved in it, man, that shit is crazy. I don't know where we supposed to stand in this, but USA, America, we always in the mix. Like, even when shit ain't got nothing to do with us, we find a way to make it have something to do with us. So I'm not saying that that's the case here, but I just pray that shit gets squashed and settled soon, because only thing I see with war is casualties and unnecessary death, at the expense of what? Like, I really can't dig deep on this or dive deep. I just wanted to mention it because it's a thing that's going on and you see it, and there's an update every day, every hour. This is the news. So, whatever. Pray for that gets settled shortly. Gas prices. Yo, you don't want an SUV right now, V8 engine. All them ballers with the big truck. Remember Funk Flex? Shout out. Funk Flex, he had that joint called Big Truck Series. You don't want the big trucks right now. That gas is ridiculous. Even if you got like the fuel efficient, kind of vehicle where you've been kind of all right, or even getting Nova on the gas up to most recently, even y'all are paying a penny, right? Damn, man, rides home and shit like that is more expensive now. I'm sure Uber and Lyft have gone up. I haven't tested it out or taken one to see where that price may be now because of the gas increase. I could joke around and play with you a little bit, huh? Ladies, that you want that ride home from the fellas? May have to bust it open in a way you haven't in a while for that ride home. You know what I'm saying? Getting picked up. Any type of shit like that. And amongst just regular friends, they might be like, look, I could drop you to, some of the way. Real recognize real. So the ones that really matter and hold value, this gas shit is nothing. People still got you if they got you. But it is real crazy. I'm hearing all kind of rumors of how much higher it's gonna get, and I just hope it's not true. And please, let's just. Alright, you made your point. You're fucking getting the oil from Ukraine or Russia or whatever the fuck, and because they at war, we gotta suffer. Shit is wild, man. That's all I got on that. NBA stuff. Knicks are doing real good. They showed me a winning. They showed me a winning streak where they really worked hard. I don't know if it may be over as I speak. Oh, they played the Nets. I don't have the stats on that yet. Hold on that next game. Hold on. You ain't hear that. Never mind. But nonetheless, they have a good streak going. They actually balling like they're a team. I don't mean that to be salty or try to be funny, or my Knicks fans. They really showing me something recently. I ain't gonna lie. As far as the Nets, salute! Salute, Brooklyn. They just smoked the 76ers, man. Yo, I'ma talk about that for like 2 weeks. Listen, James Harden is a talent. There's no denying that. He came to Brooklyn, shit ain't go right. Durant kind of backs it up, like, yo, whatever path he want to take, that he ain't feel y'all was gonna get him that chip. You gotta have faith. Things take patience. Things come in due time. If it's meant for you to shine, you will shine. So no disrespect to none of, you know what I mean, how James Harden really thinks and moves as a human being. I only could comment on your professional moves. I still think it's a sucker move in a way. Just a little bit. Because, you know, you got this talent, so you want your chip to come easy. You've been grinding a few years, so you deserve one. You know, I'll support that thought. But you gotta ride out sometimes in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So, fine. You're making this executive decision you want to leave. You go to Philly. Philly lit. I ain't gonna lie. Embiid and all that is a good look. So now you match you up with him. I spoke already on this. And y'all might get somewhere. But whoa. I don't even remember the score exactly. I don't gotta. I know that Brooklyn in Philly blew them out by at least 30. There was points where they was up 30, so. And that was like for a majority of the game. It was never really close. They probably saying they could have that. Ben Simmons on the bench. I need him to play though, but that's a whole different ball game. But yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. Durant went off as he should. I mean, it was well balanced because Kyrie had a nice balance. I believe Seth Curry too. So everybody collectively came together, and I think that was a show and prove type of game. I ain't gonna hold you. They really balled like that shit mattered. Like it was for the seeding in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Stay woke though, because that's their last matchup for the season. But that can be the first round playoff matchup. It could be. I think the Nets are gonna get a little better. They're gonna start to get a little hot maybe. So it may not be, but that is definitely possible though. So keep it up. Like I respect Philly too, so this is no down to them. You know what I'm saying? Work hard. I don't really know how far y'all gonna get. I'm not gonna sit here and do the comparison of who gets further. I'm sure on paper people will try to say Philly's gonna get further. I don't know. I know if that's a first round matchup though. That's why I think Brooklyn is gonna do better maybe. But I want that smoke. Like I want that first round so we could just solidify the shit then and there. If Philly win, salute. Hope you get, know what I mean? But you got some other rough roads ahead because Miami, Bucks, they say Chicago may be a talk, but it's not going to be easy. So, I want that first round matchup. If Brooklyn wins, that shuts all that down, and let's see how far they go. You know what I'm saying? Their story's a little more like interesting because of the whole I want the rematch of Bucks Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about me. Let's see what happens. It's approaching, and we'll stay tuned to that. I'm sorry, if I don't have the exact name, you know, I was put on, and I want to say sleep in paradise to the Braxton sister. One passed with cancer. She was battling over a year. Just real quick, just my condolences, man, and you know, pray for the family to be strong at this time. So I'll give a second for that. Alright, there was something else in the news, something else related. Drake got braids, whatever. Megan Thee Stallion got a new video, or at least it's recent enough. I'm looking at this video. I hear some of the wordplay. Yo, sex really sells, my G. I don't mean to bash it or praise it. You know, I'm neutral. I'm neutral. You do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do to get like your coins. So I don't really have nothing against it. I don't really watch too many Megan videos or follow her music, to be honest. Like that one, that very appealing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even trying to do like the praise fornication or whatever. For people sensitive, my sensitive viewers that might be a little on the sensitive side, say why you bigging up, Megan. She's more than half naked in that new video. I'm just saying, it's just some current events of recently I've seen, so I chose to mention it. Once you have social media, shit just pops up on your shit. Oh, I want to get to the controversy. So I ain't gonna stay long here. And another one real quick though. I don't know which one to go first. All right, so the game was on Drink Champs. Shout out to Drink Champs. Shout out Noriega. Shout out game. That was a long sit down. I didn't get through it all. I gotta be honest. Some of the things that was said though, I think it was entertainment. I'm not there to know what was truth, what was lie. Sounds a little crazy. And everybody's talking about this statement that he made that Kanye did more for him in a month or a few weeks than Dr. Dre did for his whole career. That's that man to say that. Whether that's true, whether that's outrageous, if that's how he feel, then y'all should know the type of time Game is on, like to a certain extent, if you follow him throughout his whole music tree. So, I ain't criticizing or judging. I'm just saying, if that's how the man feel, that's how the man feel. It's Kanye-ish, though. Because Kanye do that, like, in the moment, heat of the moment, really praise something, and that was just there. That was at that time. So, I don't know. I wasn't there. If you wasn't there, you can't say nothing neither. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can say what you want, but you can't really hold that against that man because I don't know what the fuck. You may look at it on paper that's impossible because, him being produced by Dre, the whole first album or whatever, even the second, I believe. How could he say that? You know what I'm saying? But when we get this new material, allegedly, because Game and Kanye, they working, or Game has something coming, he says, let's see the project. Let me see the finished product, how it goes and how it sounds, and how much they really like indulge. If there's videos and Kanye's in it, or there's any, it don't have to be a documentary. It could just be like any kind of footage that they spend some like quality time together during whatever music they've created together. So I'm not going to judge him for that comment. It's kind of a jump out the window type of comment, but I ain't judging him because I wasn't there. I can't tell that man how to feel. The second thing, the rise and fall of Slaughterhouse. Everybody's talking about this too. I'm kind of late to the party, but I'm going to still put my 2 cents in. So the rise and fall of Slaughterhouse, that should be an album dropping shortly. It has Joell Ortiz and King Crooked. Now, if you know anything about true hip hop, you know that Slaughterhouse was a thing. That was Joell Ortiz, King Crooked, Royce the 5'9", and Joe Buttons. Anybody that appreciates wordplay and real rap could appreciate the time these guys were together and a lot of the things that they did while they were together musically. Some things still ring off for me, like Microphone and Hammer Dance. That's just like a few of the joints I fuck with. But in any event, that was a group. That group disintegrated. Whether they didn't like the deal or management or just how things were set up for them, it didn't satisfy all members. Now, I'm an Eminem fan. Anybody that knows me knows that he is very important in my whole music outlook, input, whatever. But it's not about me. So, if there was some shady business, get it, shady records, whatever. That shit ain't worked out. Niggas close that chapter, they move on. It's very debatable to argue who has rights, because there's like a logo, the pig. I'm hearing this about the pig. I don't know what the pig is doing. I have to Google it. So that probably symbolizes the Slaughterhouse, right? So if they broke up as a group, not because they really had beef amongst each other, but just, the shit is over, and two members decide to revitalize, allegedly, they try to reach out to get them back, meaning, that shady deal, they got out of it, alleged. Everything's alleged. They're out of the shady deal, so they're saying to the two members who were no longer in their day-to-day contact maybe, and said, look, let's give this a go again. We out of that shady deal. That was the issue y'all had. So now we have this. Let's eat right here. Let's give the fans one more go to see what's good. As an artist, it's tough, man. You don't know. You don't know. You couldn't know unless you're an artist too. It's hard when you put in so many years of your life. It's not even about how many years total to the world. Because you see, 20 years to the world means nothing if we've been here for hundreds and centuries or some shit. But if you put in 20 years and you're 30, just for example, that's a fucking long time. So anyway, some people passion just never die. The willingness, the urgency, the love, it never dies. So to Joel and Crook's point, I can see why, you know, and you know what? It may have nasty things behind it. It may appear to be, you know, kind of questionable, but for an artist, I could understand why the sense of urgency to try that again. I can't even lie. Like, I get that. Logos though. Slaughterhouse is 4 people. If there's a logo that was known for all of them, I don't particularly agree that you can use that, and it's not all of y'all, unless there was a discussion and there's some kind of agreement made. I just don't think that's cool, but I wouldn't beef and, you know, totally like dirty your name because of that. Like, I'm not, you know, it doesn't make me, you know, however I looked at Joel or Crooked, I haven't really listened to Crooked's music by itself. I might have heard something. I know he had bars, whatever I did hear when I was amongst the group, even some features with Joel. I know Joel is Brooklyn all day. I support that, and I rock with his shit, a lot of his shit too. So it don't make me see them differently because they did that. Like, I ain't gonna, you know, hold a personal, like, yo, how could you do that? I'm just saying, I don't really think that's cool, but it is what it is. As far as Royce and Joe's side of it, so I'm kind of getting off topic, and that's not even my main shit. I'm just talking on some music shit. So allegedly again, they reached out to try to get everybody down. Joe Buttons is retired. He's potting, like what I'm doing right now. So he's been retired for a minute. I feel like he has rights to approach this anyway. He can say, fuck it, I'm retired, but I do one more. Fuck it, I'm not retired. This is the spark I needed, I'm a rap again. Or, nah, I'm retired, that's it. I have no desire to jump back in. He has that right. I totally support it. You can't, his hands shouldn't be forced or felt like it is. But here's where it gets dicey. So he's out, right? Royce. Definite lyricist, definite bars. Like there's no denying that. He's approached. He's kind of in the you know, I don't know if he's about to drop a project, almost about to, little features here and there. I don't know where he's at musically in the head, but I know he's well and able to still do it. They approach him allegedly, and he says if Joe's not doing it, he's not doing it. I get that too. Listen, I could sit here for the rest of this segment about this because it's not as simple as 1, 2, 3. You really can't just square this and go who's right, who's wrong. I know shit that, you know, I particularly, it's who am I? So put me in the position of Crooked or Joel, and Royce tells me that. I don't want to hear that. It's not comforting. It's not what I wanted you to say, but I can't really get mad when you say that. Because it's for. And to be honest, what content, this is where now, damn, I guess I am going to side with Joe and Royce for this example. And then I'm all for this. You judge it how you feel. If you want to leave me a comment on it, especially if you're into hip-hop this deep and you remember Slaughterhouse and what they brought to the table. But if you want the full experience and these guys get to talk freely and say whatever they want and they're out that deal that had them unhappy, it gotta be all of them. It gotta be all of them. Because everybody was there when it went down. I don't want you telling my story for me or commenting for me because I'm not there to speak about it. Now, there's a selfish turn of this where it's like, okay, I'm retired, I'm not doing it. Or if Joe's not doing it, I'm not doing it. There's a selfish thing there because, like, you forcing their hand because they want their story out. You know, King, Crook, and Joel, they want to speak their piece on it. And I don't think, and this is where it gets dicey again, because Royce and Joe probably like, yo, do that. Speak your piece. But calling it Slaughterhouse or this logo with the pig thing, if that's so sensitive and so dicey, it's a lot of egos, right? So I don't know. I don't really have patience these days. I don't really extend the courtesy as much as I used to. You know, whether that was an immaturity mixed with whatever else I had going on when I did do it versus not doing it now, I call it very grown up and mature because it's like everybody don't deserve the same energy and they don't give you back the energy you give. And it's really a selfish world where you just got to worry about your main folks in front of you, you, fam, whatever. So, tell your story, speak your truth, speak your piece. But to use the name and the logo, I may feel a way about that. I don't want to beef with you over it. I may look at you like, okay, that's how you move, no doubt. And then do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But that lets you know where they stand. And I know it's hard to be just a quiet person and just like take shit and go, I just mental note and not react. I get it. Yo, reacting don't really, what does it really do? Unless you just, it's like it's never ending. If you're on that type of time with that type of energy that you react to everything or you must address shit, where does it cease? Because you always gonna get challenged. You always gonna see some shady shit. If you're a realist, if you're an analyzer, if you're intelligent, if you just matured, it's always gonna be some shady shit around you going on. It may not be directly in your front door, but it's always gonna be some shit going on. So if you gonna address one, you gonna have to address everything, or address nothing. Just keep a mental note of the shit. So I wouldn't beef with them. I wouldn't have hatred for them. I wouldn't talk crazy about them. I just know what it is. And that's that. But I understand the Joe and the Royce side of if it ain't all of us, it should be none of us. With that name, with that logo. Only thing is there's some other shit's going on behind the scenes that we don't know. That maybe Royce and Joe, you see, it's all different reasons, I think. I think the Royce couldn't really, I'm not saying he using the Joe Budden shit to not do it, but he may not have felt as salty about the deal as everyone else. Could be possible. So he don't have nothing to really talk about crazy. Joe, I feel like if he wasn't retired, this opportunity most benefits him. Because he's the one who had the issue, so he could bar to death about what was going on. So I'm kind of lost there, but I respect the retirement part. So I don't know. It's a big mess, and I don't really know if they're going to be able to squash that or not. But I just wanted to just briefly touch on that. I got to get into my shit now. I hope that, it's no real venom. And I want to hear the project. And yeah, the rise and fall of Slaughterhouse. It's going to be empty, though, because I need all of them. As a fan, I want all of them. I won't say I don't want none of them, but just call it something else. Just call it something else. But there's no venom behind you making your decision. So shout out Slaughterhouse, all 4 members, and that's what it is. Alright, so since I dug so deep with that, I'ma just tease y'all, but still get some shit off. Women, ladies, ask yourself, what do you really do? No, this is all jokes aside. What do you really do to make sure your man is good? From a mental standpoint. Mentally. I'm not talking about all the physical shit. I'm not talking, and when I say physical, I just don't mean sex. I mean like the cooking, the cleaning, cool. It's a large list, and you hold it down, and for the ones who do, salute. This is not a jab at you. Don't get sensitive on me. I'm trying to give you some knowledge. What do you do mentally? Because you know what it is, especially through rough patches, the man is supposed to be this, the man is supposed to be that, no doubt. We're supposed to take the bulk, we're supposed to be strong, never really a weak moment, especially when shit is rocky. So, where do we get that comfort? And I'm not saying that we never do. I'm just saying, whether times are good, decent, terrible, fantastic, there's still a certain strategy, certain expectation. Now, vibes is very important. So a man could tell, when he's doing right by his lady, busting his ass, making sure she good. Maybe he could feel that. He feels the energy back because she happy. Everything's handled. Everything's good. And I'm not calling y'all gold diggers or expect y'all to only rely on somebody who could take care of everything. I'm just saying, that's the time when the men could probably feel that energy about appreciation and, showing that the guy matters too, mentally. Now, when shit ain't all peachy, women, emotional, correct. So, when y'all going through something that y'all take on for whatever reason, and, it kind of got you out of your mojo for a second, you still gotta remember what I'm saying. Especially if the guy rides with you through thick and thin. So even when you're going through your little whatever, and I don't mean to call it little, it's probably huge for you. The mental, are you checking in with your man mentally? Babe, how's your mental going? How you feeling? You feeling good? You need to get some shit off your chest? How's your day? And this is not like I'm saying that women are doing this purposely, or there's some crazy large number where this is happening. I'm just saying, this is one of those checklist shits. I'm just doubling back. You good? Alright, cool, move on. So if you got that locked, I salute you. Absolutely. I ain't saying it as if I feel like it's a big letdown. I'm just saying it's important. And, I don't care about numbers. So my views could remain the same from the last segment to this, to the next. I'm just saying, I know for a fact that this helps somebody. Fellas, we supposed to be tough. We supposed to hold it down. Nothing bothers us. Allegedly. We supposed to handle whatever bothers us like it's small, no matter how big it is. I won't go there, but I'll say, comment that a few comedians have said. It's just been said in life, period, how only women, kids, and dogs, pets, are loved unconditionally. And yada, yada, yada. I'm not falling under that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling under that umbrella. I'm not even giving that energy. I just said it to let you know why this is the conversation to trump that. So, again, ladies, my women out there, all women, I salute you. You work hard, you get up every day and make something happen, you paying your bills, you taking care of your responsibility. I love it. This is not me bashing that at all. I salute you. I pray that you get the strength to continue to be that way. What I'm saying is, though, you gotta check in mentally with your guy. your partner, your spouse, whoever's whoever's your other half. You gotta check in mentally. It's not you're human. So a shutdown is a shutdown, but you can't shut all the way down. See, with COVID first pop, the smart play was to shut everything down, even they didn't do that then. So I hate to compare it to that, and there's no joke about the COVID. My prayers and condolences to anyone still losing people to that. Check in mentally. I ain't even gonna tell you how often. I don't expect it to be every day or every 2 days, but you gotta check in mentally. That man need that. I don't care how tough he acts. I don't care how independent we are, how strong we are, how much that, we can hold a fort down, handle any obstacle, or die trying. We built for tough like that. But appreciation is appreciation. Just like, for example, for us, flowers on a random, it's an appreciation. It says something. And I don't want gifts. I'm not telling ladies, don't be bailed out by no gifts. I'm talking about check in mentally. You okay? You good? Talk to me. You know I got you. We going through this right now, but I know what it is. Some may judge that, criticize that as, is that a stroke of the ego, or is that needy, or is that sensitive? I don't give a fuck about none of that. Excuse my French. I'm just saying check in mentally. And it's more a message for the ladies. But I'm not going to dispute that y'all want that too, correct? So, fellas, mentally check in with your lady, your partner, your spouse, whoever's your other half. This is for everyone. You have to check in. Come on. Stay on top of that shit, for real. It matters. It matters. Whoever's watching this, ask somebody. Ask who you with. Ask somebody you know. It matters. And I know, some people are so overthinkers. So all the shit going on in life, all the shit going on, spiraling in your head, still come back. Even if you forget, you listen to this, you watch this, and then tomorrow or the next day you do what I said. And then some shit go down, you forget to do it for a week. It's okay. Just double back though. At some point, remember that. Come back to that. You gotta text yourself notes, memos. People do that. Same way you jostle down your bills when they do. All right, by the 12th I gotta pay it. You gotta put that in. Mentally check in. Make a habit of that. You'd be surprised what that does, man. It just feels good. Even when you off your game a little bit or shit ain't right, it still shows so much, man. It shows so much. And I felt like I needed longer to really get the message, but I think you get it. Mentally check in. Ladies, women, mature on your grown shit. Check in. No matter what's going on. No matter. That's one of those that there's no climate for that. Like you put on underwear, whether it's 2 degrees outside or 200 degrees outside. You're going to have on some type of drawers on. That's probably a stretch. Forgive me, I want to really drive the message that much, even if it's animated. Check in. Do me that solid. Especially the ladies, man. Us men out here, we working hard. We want to make you happy. We want to, hold it down for the fort. You know what I'm saying? The head of the household, the true king. You know what I mean? Mentally check in with us. You heard? Appreciate it. Y'all stay safe. I'ma holla.